My name is Ward Patton. I'm the Director of Sales for Subzero Engineering. My responsibility as Director of Sales is to support my team members. We're heavy in the dealer market, so my role as Director of Sales is to build up the dealer market. My strength I bring to the team is an excellent spatial awareness. So I'm able to visualize a 4D room in a 4D atmosphere to maximize the floor space for the customer. The history of Simplex product line dates back to 1979. Back then, they were doing mostly strip doors. The strip doors lasted quite a few years until the late 80s, where customers were asking Simplex to provide an enclosure. Instead of utilizing a customer's existing facility, they needed a 4-wall with a ceiling enclosure system. So Simplex came out with the airlock line. It was quick to assemble, quick to disassemble, quick to add on later. After that was the 797 product line that lent itself well to the pharmaceutical industry. The Simplex line is 40 years strong because of numerous attributes. Number one being speed to market. We've always been first out the door. Customers need their equipment as soon as possible. We are able to deliver that. Some of the applications that Simplex provides a room for, the three major ones are semiconductor business, the CNC machines, and pharmaceutical industry. So the very cool thing about Simplex is we are very modular, which means we're expandable. We can put up a room in a day, take it down in a day. So some customers have a contract that's due in 8 weeks. They can put up our room, fulfill the contract, put down the room, and flat pack and store it for the next time they get a contract. The Simplex product line is now manufactured by Subzero Engineering. A couple years ago, it was decided that the commonality involved between the two product lines is so similar, we decided to come under one roof. I am extremely excited about this phase of the business because this place is as big as a Costco. The location has changed, but the core group of Simplex has remained the same. We will deliver their product the way they like it, the way they need it, and the way they expect it. We are looking forward to joining the Subzero Engineering team for the sake of many more engineers, many more CAD operators, 3 times the amount of workforce in the shop that can produce the same product in a quicker amount of time with equal quality results. In the year we've been manufacturing in Salt Lake City, there has been 0 noticeable differences in the 4 product lines that we've supported for the past 40 years. The core Simplex team remains intact. With the amount of resources at our disposal, we've been empowered to move faster, bigger, and better. Now is the best time to get involved with Simplex Cleanrooms. At this time, with the new facility and new team members, you will get service from start to finish without doubt. The new Salt Lake City facility is absolutely huge. Compared to where we've been over the years, the amount of saw work is tripled, the amount of workforce has quadrupled, the amount of inventory has quadrupled. We're excited to be here and provide what we need to provide when asked. Joining forces with Subzero Engineering, Simplex Cleanrooms can now offer steel. We can now offer a different product set to maximize the customer's request and need for their facility. A quicker ship date to the Midwest and the East Coast. So instead of a 6-7 day trip from Southern California, now it's a 3 to 4 day trip. The new shop in Salt Lake City has streamlined the process for work orders, for instructions, for drawing sets. The start to finish process here in Salt Lake City is a lot cleaner. Now we have things set in place to teach and to promote what we're building. Another good aspect of the move is the incorporation of the site services division from Subzero Engineering. So back in the day, Simplex relied heavily on the dealer network and their install team to produce a turnkey solution. With the in-house site services team, we can now offer the dealers and end users a full turnkey solution. Subzero's customer support team is heavily involved from start to finish with my customers' projects. They will take the PO, enter it, let the customer know we received it, put it through the system, let them know approximate ship date, and handle any inbound requests that come in during that process. So that frees up the sales guy to do their job and gives the customer a factory word from the start. During the design stage, the customer and my team are heavily involved. The Subzero Engineering team works hand in hand with the customer to provide a layout that works for the customer's space needed that will maximize their current floor space. The discussions between the customer and Subzero Engineering are in depth at the get-go. We need to know exact dimensions, we need to know application use, and we need to know when it needs to be delivered and installed. So the timelines involved between purchase order to delivery and install will vary depending on the size and scope and complexity of the project. Typically, we are about a week or two for design, and that's working with the customer on changes. So as we work through that, once we get a signed approval drawing back, we will be about 4 to 6 weeks lead time, where we will then ship the product, and then depending on the size of the project, it takes anywhere from 1 day to 2 weeks to install. Some of the major differences between Simplex and our competition is our aluminum frame system can be modified in the field if necessary. So 8 years down the road, if a customer takes their modular system to a new building, they can cut it down or expand on it with no problem. Another advantage of Simplex Cleanrooms by Subzero Engineering is the modularity. So the way our system goes together, it lends itself well to be built out at a later time, expanded upon, taken down, relocated, whereas my competition, once you build it and walk away, it's done, it's finished. When exploring options for clean rooms, you can go to subzeroeng.com, look for our resources page, and there you'll find spec sheets, you'll find design guides, you'll find example drawings, you'll find example pictures to help you make a decision moving forward. There are a number of industries right now that could greatly benefit from using the Simplex Cleanroom from Subzero Engineering product line. Number one is the microelectronics. TSMC and Intel are building large facilities that could and have used our polysim material. The polysim material is non-outgassing and is inherently ESD protective forever. Simplex can help solve the chip manufacturers' issues right now. They're being built out, so they're going through huge growth market right now. They cannot build them fast enough. So Simplex Cleanrooms, built by Subzero Engineering, can deliver a good product that meets the specs needed in a excellent time frame. So the pharmaceutical industry is kind of unique. So sometimes we don't get sold into very large pharmaceuticals. We will get sold into the everyday mom and pop pharmacies. We're customizable. So we will maximize their footprint inside that room. What we also do is we do meet the 797 regulations to provide a clean, non-porous surface to easily clean. And that meets the need of the state regulation boards. Our solutions are perfect for industrial manufacturing. whether it be a nail manufacturer, simply closing off one section of the warehouse from another for dust particle containment, to a small welding operation where a gentleman needs to be enclosed in a welding booth to protect the eyes of other workers walking by. Customers can feel extremely confident that Subzero Engineering can provide a solution that meets your needs when you need it. The Simplex team you have trusted for 40 years is now part of the Subzero Engineering team, and we are here for you.